Well, thank you, David Muthoka, for that piece. And that story by David now crosses us over to the What's Trending segment. And this morning, I'm joined by my colleague Anne Veronica from the digital desk. Anne, good morning.
Good morning, Grace. How are you?
I'm great. How was your week?
My week has been fine. How about yours?
Mine here, there, but we thank God.
Thank God.
Okay, so we... Okay. Tributes are still pouring in. The country is still mourning the death of CDF, that is Francis Ogolla and 11 others. What are Kenyans saying about that? And also what are other leaders, including the former president Uhuru Kenyatta, saying about his death?
Well, this was a very saddening situation, a tragic incident that caught many by surprise. I was also shocked because there was a lot of prominent people in one plane crash. Well, this happened in Sindar area in Elgeyo Marakwet County. Well, people are already sending RAP messages to family members, and actually the Tanzanian President Suluhu also shared her condolences online, and Uhuru Kenyatta, just like you have said, well, his daughter, Ogolla's daughter was saying that this man was a pursuer of excellence, and we have lost a great man. We have actually lost great men. According to our reports, you have seen that 11 people were on board and only 2 survived. There is a photo going around on social media platforms of before these 11 people boarded the plane, and afterwards, like a few hours later, was like 9 body bags and 2 others going to the hospital. Well, that was a very sad situation, and this actually reminds netizens of the Saitoti situation. I don't know if you remember it. Well, I was in primary, and we were saddened by the situation too. And something else that is coming up is that this is the first CDF to die in office, and people are wondering what is going to happen because, they always have terms, and when these terms end, they know where to go next, which arm of the defense forces to pick leaders from. And people are hoping that there will be like set rules to guide people on the succession of this the late leader. And something else, the netizens are waiting so much. They are eagerly waiting to get the results of the black box, the flight recorder, to know what happened, what really went down, and what caused the plane crash. And flags from today are supposed to be raised at half-mast to mark this mourning period that is going to happen in 3 days. Actually, even the launching of Bunge Towers has been postponed to a later date so that people can mourn the loss of these 9 great leaders.
Yes, it was really quite a sad moment for Kenya. And just to point out, Anne, General Francis Omondi Ogolla's term was actually supposed to end next year, right? And he was supposed to mark 1 year in just a few days.
Yeah, that's true.
But of course, that did not happen. And we continue to mourn with the family of not only Ogolla, but also the 11 others who crashed, who actually lost their lives during that particular crash. And we stand by them, and we mourn you here from the Standard Media Group. Now, aside from that, there's another story of KDF versus the police. The police actually arrested some KDF, or what really happened, because I'm still trying to understand. Can the police arrest? Okay, they arrested the police. Okay, just tell us what happened.
According to a police report that has been going around, of which the KDF has dismissed the police report. So let me say allegedly, this is what happened. KDF officer was traveling in Ogolla, and when they got to a roadblock being manned by police officers, they say that the police officers did not pull out the spikes on time. So according to this report, the KDF officer alighted from this Ogolla and slapped the police officer who was there, and disarmed the officer too. So later on, the police officer called for backup, and when people came, they also disarmed the police officers came, they disarmed the KDF officers, and that is how they arrested them. Well, KDF has dismissed this report, so I don't know how it's going to go around. And after this incident, actually, when the KDF officers were arrested, other KDF officers went and camped around the police station demanding for the release of the other KDF officers. Well, the police officers stood their grounds, and they did not release the KDF officers. So there are photos and videos that have been going around of this incident happening, and KDF officers are saying that these photos are just meant to humiliate them. Well, we'll see how this goes on, but netizens are not happy about such a situation. They're saying that this can cause a lot of damage to the security department in the country. So they're saying that that should never happen again. They should know what to do. They should kind of come to an agreement and settle this altercation before it gets out of hand.
So just make me understand, Anne, you mean these KDF guys were not patient enough to let the police remove the barrier? Like, as no as civilians are very patient. We'll wait until they decide to remove, and once they remove, we pass. So the guys weren't patient enough?
I don't really know what happened now in terms of feelings in that situation. Maybe someone feeling zamtu zilikuwa hurt in that situation, and that's why maybe the altercation happened, like the slapping and these others arresting the others. So we really can't tell. But the fact that this report has been dismissed by KDF, I think we have to wait for more, for more communication to come out. Yes.
All right. Now, the renovation of Uhuru Park was officially opened yesterday after being renovated for almost 2 years. And what really sparked netizens was the fact that Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja said that he intends to have a nightclub at Uhuru Park.
Yes, that's what he said. And okay, he said that other projects are coming up, including Swahili and African restaurants. Oh my God, restaurants in the park. Well, netizens are okay with African restaurants. They're okay with the restaurants, but the nightclubs, they are having mixed reactions. Others are saying that it's okay to have the nightclubs because this is a recreational ground. Is it not a recreational ground? Why should there not be nightclubs in that ground? But yeah, others are saying that this is going to reduce the green spaces that we have in the country. Others are also saying that we are trying to fight alcoholism in this country, and now you are bringing up new ways of consuming alcohol. Well, and also others are questioning whether it's a way of kind of attracting, after the ban of clubs in estates, and also this new rule of clubs are supposed to be closed at 11. They're also asking if the same club will be closed at 11 p.m. Because Sakaja said that people can shout until cows come out. So I don't know if these cows will come out at 11 p.m. So yeah, there are so many questions arising from this. Yes.
Right. Now that makes me wonder, because my director Karen had booked to go on a date there. So now I can imagine it's clubbing. She needs her quietness and peace.
Yeah, and also kids. There's going to be a kids park, right? So those are so many things that are going to be contrasting, but let's see how it goes.
Okay, Karen, you might have to hold.
Yeah.
You might go now. You have to go now before the club is before
before it's launched. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Anne, for that.
You're welcome.
And Veronica there from the digital desk, and that is where we wrap up KTN What's Trending this morning. But please stay with us for more after this break.